Hey everyone, Paul Wickey here, Wicked Barbecue, coming back at you with another recipe, a requested recipe, and it is the cheeseburger stuffed meatloaf. I mean, come on, can you get any better than that? Cheeseburger stuffed in a meatloaf? Yeah. So I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy, and if you like the video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me on Instagram, wicked.barbecue. I do a lot of fun things on smokers and grills, and it's good recipes. So let's go in the house and get this baby put together. Okay, this is really easy to do and it's really delicious. So I'm doing a 3-pounder today, and you can see I got my tomatoes, onions, and pickles ready to go. So 3 pounds right here. I got 3 pounds of hamburger in here, and the ingredients in here are pretty basic and simple because all the onions and stuff like that are going inside of the meatloaf and not actually inside the meat. So start off with, I got 2 slightly beaten eggs. Pretty simple there, right? Then about 1 tablespoon of coarse kosher salt. Then another tablespoon of pepper, equal parts, coarse ground pepper. Now, if you don't like it peppery, or if you think that's too salty, cut back on the salt a little bit, but that's how I like mine. And also, I'm using the breadcrumbs that I'm using. It's not actually breadcrumbs, so this is a gluten-free meatloaf. I'm using pork panko, which is really good. This is about 3/4 cup. Then I'm adding something a little different into my meatloaf today, and that's some jalapenos. I got 2 diced jalapenos here, cord and seeded. I actually threw a little seeds in there, put a little kick into it. So put some jalapeno in there with this. And then Worcestershire. It's the last ingredient before we mix it up. And I do about, I don't know, that's a tablespoon. That looks like another tablespoon. So yeah, about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. So now I got all that in there. It's time to mix this baby up. And after I get it mixed, of course, I will make the bowl, add the stuffing. There'll be cheese in there too as well. And then make the cap, throw it on the smoker. Let's do it. Okay, I got some foil out. I fold a couple of times, and then I'll form the meatloaf on this, and then I will poke holes in it after I put it on the grill so the grease has someplace to go. But before I put the meatloaf on here to start making it, I put a little olive oil on the foil and spread it all around. That way, when your meatloaf is done, it comes off of the foil pretty easy. So don't forget to do that. Okay, I got about, I would say, 2/3 of that meatloaf here, and then this will be the cap. So now I will mix it around a little bit, start forming it, put it on there, and make the bowl. And I'll show you what I do to make the bowl up close a little better so you can see it. But there's the starting point. All right, so here's about, I would say, 2/3 of that meatloaf. Start forming it, and then I just start, I mean, this is the way I do it. I mean, people can have different ideas of how to do things, that's fine, but I just start pushing down in the middle, raising the edges, and I'll have plenty of ingredients to fill this meatloaf up, apparently, because it looks like, yeah, I might have too much, but hey, it's not a big deal. Just wash your hands before you touch it so you can save the leftovers for another time or another recipe. Yeah, it's basically how I do it. Let's speed this process up. Now it's time to load this baby up. I mean, you can do whatever first. I'm going to throw in some onions here. And these onions will be fantastic inside. And you can, even break it up, put it inside. Sometimes I slice it up, but I like to make sure it's full. So, onions, some nice thick sliced tomatoes. Matter of fact, I might cut 1 in half here. Oh yeah. And then, of course, you got to have your pickles. layer it up. I mean, who knows, this thing might be too big to even close up. I don't know, sometimes that happens and I'm like, what do I do now? So anyway, all right, looking good, right? Now I'm gonna stack some cheese on this baby, and I shred it a lot of times, but this time I didn't shred it. I just cut it into chunks. That thing is going to, oh man, it's gonna melt real nice in there over all that, all the onions and the tomatoes, pickles. There we go. Now it's time to seal this baby up. Okay, as you can see, I got the cap on, but you know what? I might have overdone it. We'll see. This is the important part. You see how I'm pinching the edges together? We need to pinch that together really well and then smooth it out and make it all as one. So you can see I'm starting to do that. It's actually going to seal up pretty good. I got a lot of product in there, to say the least. Let's get a side view for you. Alright, there's a side view, and as you can see, it's not near done getting made into one. If you see, like right there, you can see kind of the gap where it's at. You want to make it all one, because the better it is made all one, the less leaks you'll have. And with the amount of cheese I have in here and the amount of food, there's bound to be leaks any way you slice it. So, but it won't be the majority of it. Make sure you just work that in really good to look like one. See how that's looking like one? That's how you want it to look. Okay, here we go. Smoker is set at 275 and it's ready to put on. Look at that behemoth. I'll put this on here and then I'll poke some holes in it. Look at those ribs. Woo! Looking good today, right guys and girls? This is why it's important to seal it up really well. It does look good though, right? 2 spots, that's it. Okay, this baby is almost done. And yeah, see, I didn't seal it up good enough, but that's all right. There's still a lot of cheese in there. And again, I'm using some Bear Smoke mustard sauce to top this baby off. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is going to be delicious. Anyway, you slice it. All right, we're ready to take this baby off. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be good, folks.